There we go. We got a new microphone that we have to check out. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what it looks like. And then we'll have to probably download an app and do a bunch of other things, because that's usually what you have to do with these, because you know it's going to be on your phone. It comes in a really nice case. Look at this. Empty box. Put it over there. And yeah, so you do get, you know, QR codes for downloading the app and other things. There's your information. You need that so you can figure out how to use it. We usually like to do it like a puzzle. Let's see what's in here. Oh, there we go. Check it out. Oops. All right, I'm dropping everything. All right, so it does come with two USB-A to USB-C, USB-C to USB-C. You get two of those. You get one of the old-time plugs for microphones. And then here, I do believe is, oh shoot, something came apart in here. Hang on. Oh, okay, so this is a USB-C plug-in, and I think it's got some type of a sensor on it. And it has a USB-C plug here. So let's set that down. Maybe you can use two of these at once. We don't know yet. But, uh-oh, here we go. Here is the head of the mic. It's got a USB-C here. It has some type of a port here. USB-C on the front. The name. On this side, there's like some type of sensor or button that we have to push. Okay. And there's more. We're not done yet. You get this here that you can put over it. So you get a real fuzzy one. All right. And let's see what this is. This looks like a tripod, maybe. Oh, look at this. You get this little tripod that you can set up, right? And put your, I would imagine, your mic on there. I don't see this has got the screw-in thing, so we got to figure that out. Let's just set that down. Oh, there's more stuff. Hang on. There's these little itty-bitty things here, right? And I'm imagining there's two things that we set in there. Oh, here they are. I think we've got the bodies here. Oh, always hard to get out of the plastic. Yeah, there should be two of these, or maybe there's, all right, so this is just one. All right, so this has a USB-C port and that traditional mic port with a clip on the back. Okay, set that down. I think there's another one in here. Could be wrong. Oh, I think this is another thing for the tripod. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay, so this has got the old style for your, so this would be for iPhone, and this would be for iPhone 15 higher, or maybe Samsung, because this is USB-C, and this is that old style thing for the older iPhones. Okay, put that there. So that's the thing that articulates with the iPhone itself, or your Samsung. And I do believe we got everything out of there, all right? So that's everything that's in the package. I wouldn't think that you would need to charge these, because you would get the charge from the phone. You know what I mean? This is like the connector to the phone. You would think that that would not need charging. But we may have to do that and set those there. Set that there. This, I think, also we need to charge too if we're going to use it. Now you can pull this right off, right? And you can screw it onto the onto your thing here. See this? So bam, there you got your microphone on there, right? So you can see how that works. But I do believe we got to charge that too, right? So we're going to do that. And oh look, there they are. You see those? This is the thing that goes into here. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge this. So I gotta plug it in. So I've got a USB-C, and it's connected to a block. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. There we go. All right, now we just, you can see that it's lit up here. So now we got that charging. So we'll set that down, let it charge. And then we might as well charge this one too, right? All right, so USB-C, right? Plug that in. red lights, that's charging. And then everything else, I mean, we just gotta wait and let it charge up. And then once it's all charged up, we'll try it out on the iPhone. Okay, but that's the unboxing. So this is everything that comes with it. Here's one, I think is the microphone. This is the little charger here that has your two lavalier connectors in here. Those are your two lavaliers, right? So we'll let that charge. This is what they go in, these little fuzzy things. Then you got a fuzzy thing for the whole mic if you want to use the mic that way, which you could do. You can use this whole thing as a microphone. These go into your phone. There's the iPhone like 13, and then this is for the other iPhones and Samsungs. USB-C port on them. This has a USB-C port on it also, which I'm not quite sure why, because I would think that these would derive their electricity or their charge from the phone. It comes with USB-A to USB-C and USB-C to USB-C and traditional microphone and this cool little tripod. So that's everything you get, plus you get the bag to put it in. Let's check them out. Looks like this baby's got 4 lights. Looks good. The red lights went out on this. So I think we can go ahead and just unpop these. Doesn't want to come out. And then we can try them out and see what we think. How's that sound? Yeah, let's do it. All right, so anyway, I have an iPhone here that we're going to try using it. And this has the old port, so I'm going to use this one, right? I'm just going to go ahead and push it in there like that. There we go. All right, let's set that there. All right, so here's our microphone, and here's our lavaliers. Let's go ahead and grab one, okay? Now, before you use these, you've got to pull this strip off of it here. See that? That's got to come off. All right, did you see I got that off there? All right, so let's set that down. I don't know, I don't know. Oh yeah, look in here, there's another one you gotta pull off. So I don't even know if they're charged because I didn't do that when I first got it. So let's pop that out, let's pop that out. We're learning as we go. And let's pull this off here. The reason I say that is because if you look, that's the little contacts right there, right? So when I put this in the case, if you look here, you're gonna see that there's the contact, right? So I got that thing still on my finger. Whoops, they are magnetic, as you can see. All right, so anyway, oh, that's really strong. So this goes in like that, right? And this would go in like that. Whoops, you gotta get the contacts. You see the little contacts? They go in right like that. All right, so it's showing that this is completely charged up. And if I wanted to use this as a microphone, I could, right? All right, so here is our microphone, right? Now if I press on this right here, this light should come on. Okay, there it is, that's on. I want to make sure that this is on, right? Now we're gonna click that, all right? So now I'm gonna walk to the back of the room here and turn the chair so you can see me. I'm just gonna go back and let's see if it works. Here I am. I'm way in the back. I'm gonna whisper so you can't really hear me. And see if this microphone's working. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm happy. I'm lucky. I'm healthy, wealthy, wise, and I'm kind. All right, so that's that. Let's see if it works. Coming back, right? Here's our microphone. I'm just going to go ahead and set her down. I'm going to stop this recording. I'm going to click this, and we're going to play it. Walk to the back of the room here and turn the chair so you can see me. I'm just going to go back, and let's see if it works. Here I am. I'm way in the back. I'm going to whisper so you can't really hear me. And see if this microphone's working. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm happy. I'm lucky. I'm healthy, wealthy, wise, and I'm kind. All right, so that's that. Let's see if it worked. Coming back, right? Here's our microphone. All right, so that definitely worked. All right, so let's pop out of there. Let's go back to to our camera, right? And let's pop one of these out, one of the lavaliers out, right? So here it is. I'm going to pop out a lavalier, just like that. Okay, I'm going to set this down. Here's the lavalier. I'm going to put it on my lapel. You can see that there's a blue. You see the blue? See blue? That means we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on my lapel. And now I'm going to go back there. And now I'm going to go back there. And we're going to see how she worked. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to whisper into the microphone and see if you can hear me. All right, that should work. Let's check it out and see how we did. So now I'm going to pop this off, right? Bam. And I'm going to put it back inside of the system, right here. Got to make sure the contacts go in right. So I slide it in like that. Close it. Bam. And that's it. All right, let's check it out. Play. So now I'm going to walk to the back of the room here. And next one. Now I'm going to go back there and we're going to see how she worked. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to whisper into the microphone and see if you can hear me. All right, that should work. Let's check it out and see how we did. So now I'm going to pop this off, right? And I'm going to put it back inside of the system, right here. Got to make sure the contacts go in right. So I slide it in there. All right, I think that worked good. So now I'm going to go back there. We can go ahead and get out of that. I'm going to show you how to use your BOYA lavalier microphones with a DSLR camera. I happen to have a Canon 5D Mark II. It's about a 20-year-old camera, but it still works really good. And I'm going to show you guys how you can use these with this camera. All right, so first of all, we've got to get the transmitter out of here. And, you know, this does come with an array of different things. You get this tripod, which you can use. It's good for podcasting. This is a couple of filters to put on top of your microphone to pull out some of the weird sounds that you might get. You're going to need this. And this is your standard mic cable. You'll recognize these two. They've been around for years. And then we have the piece that you're going to use to transmit the sound from your lavaliers or your microphone here. I'll show you where the lavaliers are. They're inside there, right? To the camera. So what you're going to do is you're going to slide this. If you look, this is evenly paced right here. It'll slip right in there, just like that. On this side, you've got a charging port and you've got your microphone port. So you want to make sure that this is charged up before you use it. You slide that in there. Then you got to find the port on your camera. On this one, it's down here. So I just plug it in there. And now I can go ahead. Whoops, let me just unplug this because I've got it charging. Now I can go ahead, pull out one of my lavaliers right here. I can put it on my shirt and I can use it with this DSLR camera now. And basically what you do, if on this one side is a magnet, be careful because this magnet will pull off. But you're going to clip this on your shirt. If you want, you can use one of these little fuzzy balls, you know, to put in the lavalier so it kind of cancels out any weird ruffling sound you may get. And when you put it in there, you just got to make sure the mic head is forward. So you would just slide it in there like that. And then you can go ahead and just put that on your shirt and use it. And now you've got lavaliers that you can use with your camera. What'll happen is it'll transfer the sound from here. There's a little on button here to this, which will put it into the camera. And then you'll have your sound. Let's say if your people are 30, 40 feet away, you're going to get great sound with this. So it's one of the things that you should use if you're using a DSLR camera and you want to get good audio. The most important thing in your video is for people to be able to hear what the heck you're talking about. And I think that'll work perfect for you. All right, if you guys are doing podcasts, I'm going to show you a great way to use this microphone here for your podcast. When you buy this, It's the BOYA Magic AI-powered transformable wireless microphone. It does come with this really handy little tripod. So to open it up, you just pop it like that. And then if you look on top, you can go ahead and screw your mic on there. So let me just unplug it from here. And you can see that in the back of it, you've got that little port to put onto the tripod. So you're just going to screw it on like that. Once you get it on there, if you loosen this, then you can move this around. So when you're sitting on at your desk, you want to have it pointed right at you. So I would kind of like put it like this. Let me show you. And then once I get it where I want it, you know, kind of facing my mouth, then I twist this and it locks it in. And there we are, bam, we're ready to go. Now we can go ahead and do our podcast. If you want, you could throw this on top of it. That'll take some of the muffle off. You see that? Or you could use this big old furry one. This one's a little harder to get on, like that. Bam, there you go. So that's how that works. And then you can go ahead and talk into your mic and get really good sound. All right, so you've got your microphone all set up for your podcast, but you've got to have a receiver for your device, whatever you're using. So they have these, which one's a USB-C and one's the old style. I think it's called a Thunderbolt or Lightning. I forget. But anyway, this plugs into the bottom of your iPhone. It's got an on button on the bottom, which you would click, right? And this goes right into, like, I think it's iPhone 15 and above uses USB-C, and then the other ones use this. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. You can write it in the comments. So these are the receivers. They receive the sound from this to the device, whatever you're using. Could be an Android too. All right, so this right here is also a receiver. Now you could have this connected to your DSLR camera, which I showed you in another video, where this would go in to the port on the camera and this would go in here. And then all the sound from here would be transferred to this and then recorded in the camera. Now this also could go into a device like a laptop or any other device that you're recording with. You can slide this in here like that and then, plug it into the device right next to, if it's right next to it, like maybe a camera, one of these cameras, or it could be a laptop, or it could be, whatever you're using. I don't know. This I would use with my DSLR camera, mostly. It's a receiver. It receives the sound, just like these two. So you're going to need that, whatever you're recording with, you're going to need that to use that so that you can capture the sound. And that's basically how you do it, really. It's pretty simple. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos and stuff like this. Peace out.